When we minister to your world, it is often that we are offering to you alternate perceptions of those things which you see, but do not inherently focus upon in any but one direction. There are in the days to come the necessity for more varied perceptions. It is time that those of you who are attuned to our world begin to speak forth in louder voices about those things that you perceive which are not perceived as well by the general populace. It is time that the greater portion of those who are soon to be leaders are given a microphone, as it were, to inject into the consciousness of others newer and more properly serving perspectives. It is true we have spoken through this one about those who have been given a form of short-shifting as seen through the perspectives of the many. We spoke of those who would be known upon your world as the ones who cannot communicate in normal fashion. And we say that it is now time for those of you who understand, for those of you who themselves are able to communicate with our world in a telepathic manner, to speak in bold manner about the opening of such channels, for it is that which these wee ones are bringing forth to your world. It is not that there is a given that those who are caretakers, that those who are administrators of, and those who are interested in those children who do not communicate in ways that have been prevalent in the past upon your world will indeed alter their perspectives unless first they are prompted to do so. There is a push, if you will, from our world to yours to hedge mankind toward the ideology of telepathic communication, not only with our world, but one unto another as well. There is a prompting now via these wee ones who are coming forth, who are stimulating the caregivers and the scientific community to function in alternate ways of communicating with them, to look more steadily at what can be gained in the allowing of the heart and mind to connect to the child independent of the verbal skills that may be lacking. It is time as well that perspective about many things are to be altered. We have given our speaker to know that there are prongs of change, avenues of change coming upon the world, and each of these will indeed necessitate a vast amount of perceptual shift. And it is you who are educated in such perspectives who should be those who are educating as frequently as you can. It is not that others will readily accept or will readily join with you upon your perceptions, but all we ask is that kernels, seeds of ideology be planted within the minds of those around you. In the perspective of our world, it has not served mankind for many a year for them to acknowledge that there are realities far beyond their own intelligence. It has not served mankind in their forgetting that what one race or one culture or one person would do to another is indeed energetically as if it is done to all. These are the concepts that we wish for you to find ways to sow. There is a momentum now that is growing, and it is not by accident. It is time for the unfolding of that which you have known for some time to be given to those who are not yet in the same forums of education, or even the same forums of inquisitiveness, which has led you to the altering of your own perceptions. Many have accepted what has already been, and they are not stimulated to accept that which will be. When there are more who are expanding their consciousness toward that which could be rather than blindly accepted and handed down from generation to generation, from church to synagogue, then will become a time of transformation upon your world. We are speaking today only to a few, but in time this message shall reach many, and so we say, if you are not given to being one who has stayed of the ways of the old, and you are not one who would find yourselves accepted by the many, then realize that you are the one who has chosen to come forth as that which would be as leading edge of thought and leading edge of education. In time, the need for all that which stands now in your educative systems will be blurred, so that emphasis is not placed as highly upon the degrees that are given in schools, but rather the degrees that are given in connection to a wisdom that is far wider than any university. It is some time yet before this is actuated, but it is indeed a process that will unfold. There will come also a time when those who are working in fields of scientific endeavors will look far more afield to those things which cannot be measured but must be experienced. And it will be a time of vast and glorious achievement, for then our world may more readily and directly give forth the knowledge necessary that will expand the systems of your world in forms of medicinal and educative systems.